You're watching America's #1 shop-at-home television service, bringing you 24 hours of savings, fun, and excitement every day. Live from Tampa Bay, Florida, it's the Home Shopping Club.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome back to the Bargain Shop. I'm Terry Toner, and alongside of me is Stella Parton, and she has a wonderful collection of jams, jellies, syrups, and mustards, and she promises I get to sample.
You do. I brought biscuits for you this morning, Terry.
Now, I was just asking you, Stella, how did you get... This is such a great line of wonderful food products. We have gorgeous gift baskets.
I'm so
that you
proud
can choose
of
from.
this Taste of Life gourmet food line that we've come up with here. It's all handmade, all natural. It's hand-packed. There are no preservatives in this, Terry. So I'm going to let you try the wild blackberry today. We have wild blackberries in the mountains in East Tennessee, and so I grew up picking blackberries in the springtime, and it's springtime now. So
this is blackberry time.
That's right. It's blackberry season shortly.
Now, isn't that the time of year when the bears come out to eat the berries too?
Oh, that's right, and the copperhead snakes. So my dad used to have to go in the blackberry patch with the dogs and scare the copperhead snakes out so the kids could go in with the buckets and pick the blackberries. So you're going to get to try this, okay?
I think getting the jam this way is a lot easier than having the dogs scare out the copperhead
Yeah, we've
snakes.
got all the work done for you. This is, I'm so proud of these because this is hand-packed, and it's canned the old-fashioned way. It's simmered in open kettles, and it's packed the old-fashioned canning technique, so it's guaranteed fresh. These are all fresh fruits and vegetables and herbs in this line of gourmet food. Do you like it?
Oh my gosh, these are so good. Now, I mean, you've all tasted jams and jellies. I grew up in Southern California, and there they have Knott's Berry Farm, and I'm not knocking it at all, but you have never tasted anything that tastes so fruity as this. I mean, you can taste the fruit. It doesn't just taste like sort of a sweetness. It's fruity. I mean,
these fruits
my mouth is watering. I can't believe
these
these are
berries
wonderful.
and fruits are locally grown, so that's why they're so fresh. And they're cooked in small batches, so you get that original secret family recipe. You know, it's not like vacuum packed and vacuum sealed and all this. It's naturally done the old-fashioned canning technique way.
Now, was the fact that these are all natural and they don't have the preservatives and the additives and things, was that a concern of yours as far as...
Absolutely. I'm very health conscious, but I still like to eat Southern foods and things that I grew up with. And I believe that you can, I want people to know that Southern food can be healthy food. And you can tell that this is great.
Terrific.
A lot of people don't realize how great Southern food is. They say, well, you know, Southern food is good, but it's not that healthy for you. Well, it can be, yes, and that's what we've got here.
We've got several different baskets for you to choose from, and what we're going to do is go through one by one, and we'll describe all of the details for you. We have the syrup, we have the jellies, we have the preserves, and we have the mustards. We're going to start off with the syrups. Now, I think that most of us, or a lot of us, I know that I grew up, my mom, we always had a big, huge garden, and we did a lot of our canning and preserving. That's how my mom did it, open kettle, peach preserves and whatnot. And the most wonderful thing was on canning day to take a scoop right out of, my mom always did a lot of baking too, and take a scoop right out of the pot as it was simmering and put it onto that fresh bread even before it really set up, and it almost had like a syrup consistency to it. But as we get older, and I used to can several years ago, I used to do a lot of canning and preserving, but I don't have time anymore. We still love that homemade taste.
That's
you better believe it.
You got to have that. And you know, you can use these preserves in your jam cakes. I've got a great jam cake recipe in my cookbook, and would be really happy to have people start experimenting with these gourmet foods and try new recipes, because that's what good cooks do. They use their imagination. So I'm especially proud of the fact that these syrups are in these beautiful bottles, these collector bottles that look like wine bottles. They come 4 to a pack, and these are 12-ounce bottles, and they make beautiful gifts, and you can mix and match all these things, put them in nice gift baskets if you wanted to do that. I know Mother's Day is coming up soon, and sometimes our mothers don't have the time to do this for us, but we could take a nice basket over to them and put some nice...
Mom, you cook the pancakes, I'll bring the syrup.
Right. Or the jelly. Make the biscuits.
Now, available on all of these gift boxes, these are all handmade. You're going to get 4 of the 12-ounce syrups, and they're in gorgeous bottles. Free shipping, minimal handling, and our price on this today is $19.75. Now, if you price like real maple, oh, it's great. Maple syrup, if you go to the store, little tiny thing, 8 ounces of maple syrup is very expensive. It's like about $15 now for a little thing of imported maple syrup. This is $19.75, and it is not just a little 8-ounce, one flavor bottle. Included in the collection, you have the apple syrup with a cinnamon stick.
Oh,
the
it's
peach.
wonderful.
Oh, I bet. I just can't wait.
The blueberry and the pecan. The pecan is just great. Any of these you can try, Terry, on yogurt or vanilla ice cream, or pour this over your oatmeal or your cream of wheat, whatever you want to try it on. Belgian waffles. Usually on Sundays I make Belgian waffles if I'm home, so that's a good thing to try it on. Or pancakes or hot biscuits. On hot biscuits or in cereal, in the oatmeal, or anything like that. These are all beautifully gift boxed. Again, great to add to your favorite recipes. Everything all natural. These are all natural, so there's no guessing as far as, gee, is there anything in here that can hurt me or that isn't healthy? These are all natural, handmade, and I love these bottles. And if we could just pull out on the shot a little bit, I want everyone to see all 4 of the syrup bottles together. Look at that. Aren't
Imagine that in a gift basket.
And they are made from in a family-run business. These are all done in open kettles. They're made from this secret family recipe, and I'm more excited about that than anything, that we can present this here on the Home Shopping Club to the people who are calling in, because it's not shipped in from some other place. These are all locally canned and prepared for you. It's hand-packed, handmade, and it's one of a kind, and they are made with care. And the Department of Agriculture supervises this, so there's lots of quality control, and I wouldn't have my name on it if I didn't feel that it was the highest quality product, because I want you to be happy with it and call in again. Now, we have a lot of you dialing in on the syrups. Up next, we're going to take a look at the jellies. We have a Taste of Life jellies coming up for you. Once again, bringing home the great taste of old-fashioned country recipes. These gourmet jellies, you get a set of 10 ounces. 10-ounce jellies. These are reusable jars as well. Oh, they're great. See, they're resealable, so you can, and there's free shipping today and minimal handling, so I think this is a great deal. I'm real happy that we're able to offer it like that today. That really helps out, because, a 10-ounce jar of jelly that's a heavy item, and if any of you have ever shipped preserves or anything across the United States to family and members and loved ones, you know that those UPS rates, they add up very, very quickly. $19.75. Free shipping, minimal handling, very, very small handling charge, and this gets delivered to you or to anyone else that you'd like to have it delivered to. Spiced apple jelly. I love apple jelly. I'm a bagel nut. I love bagels. And I don't have to have cream cheese or butter on my bagels as long as I have jelly. And a lot of diets, they'll tell you that you can have the jelly, just don't put the butter on there. That's right. And it's just as good. Wild blackberry jelly, that's what I had. Oh, you also know, Terry, how expensive gourmet foods are, and gourmet specialty items, and I'm real excited that we are able to offer the muscadine jelly, which is a wild grape that grows in trees in my part of the country where I came from. Muscadine. Muscadine, that's one of the varieties that we have in our 4-pack. So that's 40 full ounces that you get for this price on this introductory offer, and I'm real happy about that. Now, if you ever go to the gourmet section of your grocery store, I go there a little too often, but if you ever go to the gourmet department of your grocery store, they'll have, little imported jams and jellies. They have the Dundee marmalade, and they have the Cross and the Blackwell and all of that. Have you seen the prices of that stuff? Little teeny tiny 4-ounce jars or little 8-ounce jars, little teeny tiny jars of this stuff. And I mean, you're talking about at least $8 a jar, and here we have 4 jars, $19.75. They're pure, they're natural,
They're individual batches, and I think it's very important that you bring up the fact that they are inspected, that
Right.
the purity and the
They're
cleanliness and
locally
everything.
grown. These are canned right there in the orchards, in the apple and peach
So
orchard.
the freshest that it
Yes.
possibly can be.
Yeah, it's not shipped in from South America or from some other place. It's all done right there on the spot. And we're going to take a film crew in a few weeks to the canning house and to the orchards and let everybody see how this is really done in these small batches so that we can really preserve this secret family recipe and bring it to you just like you would have it at home.
Let's talk to some callers. Hi, welcome to the show. You're live on the air. Who's this? Hello, anybody on that line? Hello, hello. I don't think that line's lit. Here we go. Hi, welcome to the show. You're live on the air. Who's this?
Hello, this is Gloria.
Hi, Gloria.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. This is Stella and Terry.
Yes, I know. Yes, I ordered your jelly and everything you have there.
Well, wonderful. You'll have it in a couple of days, I think.
Oh, I hope so.
And we can't wait to hear what you think.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling
You're
us.
welcome now.
Bye.
Bye, Gloria.
Bye-bye.
You know, I think, as I said earlier, a lot of us grew up with Mom maybe doing the canning and the fresh fruits and things. But like you said, canned, put up right in the orchard
Right.
to have it go right from the orchard
Into the jar.
into the jar. That absolutely has to capture the freshest flavor. Because even if you buy
Well,
your
see, that's-
fruits and vegetables at a grocery store and you do
Right.
the canning, like you said, those peaches might come from South America for all you know.
And you don't know what kind of things have been sprayed on them. These do not have preservatives and things in them. They're canned the old-fashioned way, but they're guaranteed fresh, and you're going to be happy to have these because they are the original flavor that you remember as a kid growing up. Or if you haven't ever tried handmade, locally grown berries in jelly and jam, you need to try these so you'll know what I grew up eating and what you grew up eating.
Oh, the best. Absolutely the best. Talk about a taste treat for yourself. And they do make wonderful gifts. Again, free shipping, minimal handling. Now, next we're going to take a look at something that is my passion, mustards.
Oh, you're going to love these.
I am so crazy about imported mustards and gourmet mustards. I love, come home and do a little cheese and crackers,
Oh,
a little
yeah.
brie, little pâtés and things like that. We're going to take
Well,
a
this
look
is
at the
picnic
mustards.
season, and barbecue season. And what I'm really excited about with these mustards is that we have 4 varieties. You want to tell everybody what the 4 varieties are?
I sure will, and this is exciting. Included is the dill mustard, which is a classic. I mean,
it's
absolutely
wonderful.
wonderful. A Cajun mustard, it's hot,
Cajun
it's
hot,
spicy.
yeah.
Vidalia onion and Vidalia onion honey mustard. Now, Vidalia onions, I had never heard of Vidalia onions until I moved down here to Florida. And that's all anybody talks about are these sweet Vidalia onions.
Big, sweet onions, and they're only grown in Georgia, in the state of Georgia.
And
so-
everyone says you can, you can like bite into them like an apple or something.
Right,
They're
you
so
can.
sweet.
Yeah, someone was telling us yesterday that they used to make sandwiches with these, and I remember when in the summertime, we would take cold biscuits, put a little spread on it, and then put a slice of onion on and eat it like that. So these are wonderful. Through the holidays, through Easter, I was experimenting with some boiled eggs that we had left over from the coloring process, and so I made deviled eggs with the dill mustard.
Oh, I bet it was
And then I made
wonderful.
chicken wings with the Cajun hot mustard and some baked beans. You can try these on baked ham. You can baste anything with these mustards.
I love grilling fish, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
best way to grill fish is before you put it on the grill is to put mustard on either side of it. Kind of seals in the juices, and it gives it a wonderful, wonderful flavor. People may think you have taken some gourmet cooking classes
Right.
just because you start cooking with these wonderful mustards. Now, again, free shipping, minimal handling, $19.75. Each gift or each jar is individually wrapped, so in each gift box that you order, you really could have 4 different gifts because each of them is individually wrapped. And I tell you, you have never tasted anything like this wonderful Vidalia onion honey mustard. It is your sandwiches will never, ever be the same.
Let's show this gift box that they come in. You don't even have to go to the stove. All you have to do is go to the front door and pick up your package. It's all done for you right there. You can just smear this on your ham, throw it on the grill, and you'll have a gourmet meal in no time.
You want to hold this up for
Yeah,
everyone?
I'd love to.
Take a look
this
at that.
box. And you can put the name right there if you want to ship this out to somebody that's away from home, and they can have a taste of home right there at their front door.
I like that, a taste of home, because, you know, folks, especially family, gets scattered all around the country because we're such a transient and mobile society. What a wonderful, wonderful way to treat your family. Great Mother's Day gift, great Father's Day gift. Dads are really into mustards.
You know, they like mustard on their ham a lot better than they do mustard on their tie.
That's right. That's right. But, I mean, is there a dad out there who doesn't like mustard on their sandwich?
I don't think so.
And these kinds of mustards,
They can just have at it. They can just start cooking right away. Just crank up that grill and give this to Dad.
$19.75. Again, each one individually handmade and hand-packed in the glass jars. They are tasteful, they are rich, they are wonderful. And again, I make those trips. I think it's not the only department out of the grocery store that I shop for, but I love good food. I'm a true foodie. I love food. I like the taste of it. I like to talk about it. I like to smell it. I sing little food songs when I eat. I mean, I do. I love food. And I love the gourmet mustards. And I have,
We're going to eat a sandwich. We're going to eat a sandwich.
Little sandwich time, you know. I bet in my refrigerator right now, I probably have 5 different jars of mustard.
Well, let me just say one thing. I want to let everybody know that these mustards do not have preservatives in them. So when you get these will be a bit different consistency than what you have in your refrigerator because they don't have food fillers in them, no preservatives. They're a little bit more spreadable, so when you want to throw some into your potato salad and stir it in. Do you like dill potato salad?
I love dill potato salad.
You're going to want to put some of this dill mustard in there. And while you've got the chicken wings getting ready for the grill with the Cajun hot mustard, you can be stirring up your potato salad with the dill mustard.
You know, this summer when you go to the neighborhood picnic, the block party, and you're supposed to bring the potato salad, people are going to say, what did you do? This is the best potato salad I ever had. Is this a secret recipe? You don't need to tell them anything if you don't want to. Let them think that you came up with a new secret recipe for your potato salad, and all you have to do is add one of these mustards. It is going to be wonderful.
You can also use the Vidalia honey on your ribs. You know, you can put that on there, let that soak overnight, and then put it on the grill about picnic time.
How about in the beans? Now, my dad always, when we do baked beans, my dad always puts mustard in the
I
baked
used
beans.
the Cajun hot mustard in some baked beans last week for the holidays, and they were wonderful.
I bet. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to make put a last call on the mustards right now. If you're online for those mustards, $19.75. Now we are going to take a look at the crowning glory, I think, of the Taste of Life collection. These are the preserves. And I'm just looking at these jars. You guys, these jars are half empty. We've been eating all the preserves. Take a look.
I want you to look here at these strawberries. If we could, let me just see if I can get down in there. Look at that strawberry. Isn't that big?
That's
you
a whole
want that
strawberry.
on a biscuit here?
I want that on a biscuit. Oh, I can hardly wait.
That's one big chunk of strawberry.
You know,
That's
when you buy
because
preserves,
they're fresh.
When you buy preserves in the store, I wonder how they make the difference between jellies and preserves anymore, because you never get.
Well, they may be strained or whatever. You know, it's. Look at that. That's a.
Oh, come here. I want the camera to come here for a second. I want y'all to see this. I mean, I have a piece of biscuit in my hand, which is very quickly going to go into my mouth. I want you to see. This is a strawberry in here. I mean, a whole strawberry in the preserves. When is the last time that you actually saw a chunk of fruit in preserves? That is a big, huge strawberry.
Well, you know, your grandmother would not make preserves without knowing that you had big strawberries like that in it. These are secret family recipes that have been handed down since great-grandma's time, since the turn of the century. They are made from locally grown berries, and just this week we went out into the strawberry patch, and shortly we'll be showing you some of that, right off the vine. What do you think?
This is so good. This is absolutely one. It tastes like strawberries. Again, a lot of times when you buy jams and jellies and things, and even the so-called gourmet jellies from the grocery store, they maybe sort of have a strawberry color to them, and you might see a few little pieces of something in there.
But they haven't been simmered for hours in open kettles and made in these small batches so that the recipe is original tasting like it should be.
And the strawberries are hand-picked. All of the fruits are hand-picked.
Handmade, picked strawberries and blueberries, and also hand-packed. And it's done with the old-fashioned canning technique. So, you know, back when I was a child, I remember we, during canning season at night, you know, would have gone to bed and we'd hear these jars popping, you know, the lids popping down. Do you remember how that was? It was like a shotgun going off. You'd hear pop, 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 pop.
You hear them ping, and that's my mom would always test
See
the
how
seal.
these are right there?
That's right.
So these are sealed that way.
Traditional canning jars, and again, these flavors. Now, when you buy store-bought jams and jellies, you mentioned these being, you know, done in the small batches, but when you buy a store-bought jam or jelly, they're made in huge vats. I mean, vats that, you know, you could drive cars through, these huge vats. And I mean, everything goes in there. The leaves end up in there, the green berries end up in there, the ripe. There's some, I'm not saying that, you know, you're getting a can of worms, but you could. These, you know that the fruit is fresh, that the fruit is hand-picked, that it's ripe. There's not a bunch of green berries in with a couple of ripe strawberries, and then, you know, and a lot of the you know, commercially processed jams and jellies and things, they have to add so much sugar to it because they're not using ripe fruit.
You notice how the natural flavor of these strawberry preserves is? It's not so sugary.
It's not overly sweet.
And we have the cinnamon pear preserves and the apple butter in this collection.
I love apple butter.
Oh, you'll love this. You want to try that later?
I'm not going to have to take lunch today.
We're going to have a diet. We're going to have to go on diets.
We might have to. Now let me talk about everything that's in the preserve collection. You are getting the strawberry jam, the cinnamon pear preserves, the apple butter, which is the closest thing to God that you've ever had, and then the sunshine peach jam. And peach jam is absolutely my all-time favorite. That's the one thing that I really miss about my childhood is every single summer my mom and I used to put up peach preserves, and everybody wanted my mom's peach preserves.
Oh, you know.
And I have bought peach jams over the years, you know, tried all the different so-called gourmet.
Never captured it.
Never the same.
I bet you'll love this. I bet this will taste as close to what Mama used to make.
$19.75 for a little piece of heaven right now. This
you want to make
just
homemade
wonderful.
ice cream, you could put some of this in your homemade ice cream, make peach ice cream with these preserves,
make great
or
ice cream
strawberry ice cream right out there on the sun deck.
Or if you buy yogurt, it's just like plain unflavored yogurt or vanilla yogurt, and you add a little bit to this. Instead of getting a very high caloric yogurt, a lot of yogurts have a lot of stuff in them. They have the corn syrup and all that kind of stuff. You can give yourself the flavored yogurts without having to have all of the extra junk that's in there.
And the preservatives. We don't have any preservatives in these because we've gone the old-fashioned canning technique way, so we know that they're fresh and preserved for you, and you don't have to go to the trouble to make them. All you have to do is get them right there at the front door.
Hi, welcome to the show. You're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Alice from Houston.
Hi, Alice. How are you?
I am just fine. I tell you, this is a godsend. This is a perfect gift.
Oh, I'm so glad you called in. We're so happy and proud to be able to offer this to you today.
Well, I tell you, I've been to Gatlinburg a couple of times, and I've been in the little mountain resort areas, and the price they charge for the jellies, woo.
That's why I'm so proud to be able to offer these on the Home Shopping Club at this price, and my name is on it, so I want you to know that these are all natural, hand-packed and handmade preserves and jellies and jams and syrups and mustard. So I can't wait to hear what you think, and I can't wait for you to experiment and send us in some recipes.
Could I ask you one quick question?
Yeah.
If there aren't preservatives in there, does it have a long enough shelf life to hold it till Christmas, or should I eat this right away?
If you don't open it, it'll be fine through Christmas.
Wonderful. What good gifts. I think you've got a hit on your hands.
Oh, I hope so.
I think it just looks like it should be delicious.
Thanks, Alice.
Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to have to put a last call on this. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break right now. And what we will do is we will make the preserves available during the break for you. They are individually wrapped. They come in a great mailable gift box. I think it's wonderful. Just right there, you can write who it's to and who it's from.
It's got this fancy little bow on it, so it's a nice little present.
And the preserves are wonderful. Stella, you are delightful, and thank you for the goodies.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. It's nice
absolutely.
to be with you
I'm going to
morning.
get some of these. I can tell you. This is good stuff. Thanks for being with us. Have a great day.
Thank you.
And we are going to go ahead and take a break right now. You can continue dialing in on the preserves during the break. We'll be back with lots more of the Bargain Shop. Stay tuned.